I think that a lot of the things, the ideas that come out of a discussion like this can be used in formulating policies and in developing an approach toward MOOCs in the months and years to come. Thank you very much for your attention and for your coming to The Hague, and I wish you a very rewarding afternoon.
Assurance capacity. So I think that those top world speakers are in the right place and before the right audience this afternoon in The Hague, and I give them the floor.
My name is John Daniel. I used to work for UNESCO and also for the UK Open University. Today I'm talking about MOOCs, massive open online courses, and asking whether MOOCs are a new paradigm in higher education. And our conclusion is that they are not a new paradigm in higher education, but that they are causing changes which may lead to shifts in what we call post-traditional higher education. The first part of our title, are MOOCs a paradigm shift in learning? And then Stamenka will return later to MOOCs and quality assurance. So I'm going to first give our answer and then our arguments. MOOCs are not a paradigm shift in learning, but they may accelerate other trends that could represent a paradigm shift. MOOCs, of course, are massive open online courses, and we shall be brief about the history.
My name is Stamenka Uvalic-Trumbic. My longest affiliation was with UNESCO, where I was heading the section on reform, innovation and quality assurance. The presentation we're doing today about MOOCs and quality assurance is actually putting it in a wider context of the challenges and changes and innovations in higher education, and especially how quality assurance needs to respond to these challenges. Consequences is this quality platform that she is developing, or the open badges that are being more used or are recently.
Hello, my name is Timo Kos. I am the Director of Education at the Delft University of Technology, and I will be presenting our view on the recent developments in online education, especially massive open online education, MOOCs as they are known. And I will talk about what characteristics there are about MOOCs, if it is a hype, as is perceived by some, mainly in the USA, if it is disruptive for universities, for their business models. And my colleague Nelly van der Grient, who will be interviewed later, will talk about quality issues when making MOOCs and making online education for a large global population.
Visualize it for you what it means if you look at it as a disruptive innovation. And then you shouldn't look at it as something that just happened and will blow away anything in the near future. It's a continuous development in a long period. It is an evolution, and we're now in an accelerating phase of the evolution. And we make the analogy with the car industry. It is a classic example from the disruptive innovation theory from Clayton Christensen. He's the management guru from Harvard Business School who thought up this theory 25 years ago.
Hi, I'm Nelly van der Grient. I'm a manager of student and education affairs at the University of Technology in Delft. And today I'm gonna tell you something about what's happening in Delft, which activities we undertook last years about online education. One important message is that online education and MOOCs are not the same. Online education is far more than just a MOOCs, but I'll inform you during the seminar this afternoon.
Hello, I'm Stephen Jackson. I'm from the Quality Assurance Agency in the United Kingdom, and I'm here today at the seminar to talk about external quality assurance of MOOCs. MOOCs are a very interesting development in higher education, and there's a lot of interest at the moment about how they might be fitted into the overall structure of higher education provision. Currently, because MOOCs don't carry any academic credit and students don't pay any money to study on MOOCs, they fall largely outside of the established framework for quality assurance. But I think there are a number of issues about how students can be assured about the quality of the courses that are provided in this way, and particularly about the value of their achievement, their qualification, so to speak, from having completed a MOOC, what value a certificate might have with potential employers and others about the usefulness of their studies in relation to potential employment. So at the Quality Assurance Agency we are working with a major provider in the United Kingdom, with FutureLearn, to look at ways in which we could develop quality assurance arrangements that will fit appropriately alongside the structures of MOOCs, and particularly we're looking at new ways of quality assurance, drawing on the experience of the students who sign up and register to study on MOOCs.
It's about a new business plan. It's about gaining access to data of student learners. It's about educational research and development.
Some Professor Altbach just recently said that this is a kind of neo-colonialism. Yes. What is your point of that?
Never mind whether he was qualified, he apparently was qualified enough to do it.
Yes.
So aren't you not making an artificial blockade at the beginning?
For me it was a very impressive introduction to the issue. I was reading a lot of about the issue. There's already in the Chronicle of Higher Education, the American Journal on Higher Education, and I was also reading a lot of the articles of Sir John Daniel, and I was very much impressive with his notion of that MOOCs and online education are a tool to break down his iron triangle, and his iron triangle is about quality, cost and access.
Well, I think it's a very worthwhile initiative that this has been organized. There are really excellent speakers, and as a whole, you see in the discussions that come up that it's interesting to speak about this development with each other, and that is stimulated by the setting here, and it surely raises interesting issues.
I think it's really important that NVAO has organized this event, as I think it's really important that we are discussing the ways of accreditation for MOOCs and other ways of online learning, because I think now we are at a moment that the opportunities to do so in universities are there, and I think we now have to discuss in Europe and in the Netherlands and in Flanders how we are incorporating this in classical campus universities.
So the MOOCs with the S, they are the students, and I want to hear the students when we discuss about access, about quality. What kind of quality do they expect? And about recognition. And the recognition, it is indeed double. There is the socio-economical recognition and there is the academic recognition.